This video is sponsored and is based off an article originally written on The Athletic, the best coverage of baseball and more. I've been reading The Athletic for a little over a year now, and they have some of the best writers in the world. Go to theathletic.com/Dawson Wright to receive 50% off a yearly subscription and start a 30-day free trial. After yet another devastating loss in the postseason, where the Dodgers go from here is a legitimate question. Year after year, the Dodgers look like one of the best, if not the best team in MLB, but they continue to fall short. So what does this offseason have in store for the Dodgers, and what can they do to finally win it all? Let's start with probably the biggest reason this video is even being made, Dave Roberts. If Roberts doesn't leave Kershaw in to face Anthony Rendon and Juan Soto in Game 5, there is a very high chance that the Dodgers would be playing in the World Series right now. And with most of the blame being directed at Kershaw, I think it is a fair question to ask, can he even be blamed for this? We all know of Kershaw's long history of being unable to perform as expected in some of the biggest postseason moments, but at what point does it become a management issue of Kershaw not being placed in situations to succeed? Game 2 of the ALDS, the Yankees call on CC Sabathia from the bullpen to face left-handed Michael Brantley in the bottom of the 10th of a tie game. Sabathia did his job, got Brantley to ground out to Didi, and was immediately taken out before Jose Altuve could step up in the box. Leaving Sabathia in to face Altuve, who crushes left-handed pitching, would have practically given the game to the Astros. But let's go back to NLDS Game 5. The Dodgers have a 2-run lead in the top of the 7th, and NL MVP candidate Anthony Rendon is coming up to bat. Not only do Rendon's career splits show a preference towards left-handed pitching, but he's got ownage against Kershaw, so why is he still in the game with Kenta Maeda already warm in the bullpen? This has nothing to do with Kershaw. Leaving him in the game was a mistake by management. While the Dodgers have already announced that Roberts will return as manager in 2020, it is these types of mismanagement decisions that will cost them the most, no matter who they sign or trade for. But speaking of signings and trades, let's talk about that. The number one thing the Dodgers have to do this offseason is spend money, which I know sounds repetitive knowing the Dodgers' reputation, but did you know that at the start of the 2019 season, the Dodgers' payroll was nearly $80 million less than it was in 2015? This year, the Dodgers had a huge drop in payroll due to their need to get under the luxury tax to dodge a massive team penalty. And this year, the Dodgers paid nearly $40 million to players who are no longer even in the organization. But now that the season has passed, the Dodgers are ready to throw money at everything that moves once again. The Dodgers are loaded with cheap young talent and only have $112 million committed to player salaries right now. While some players have arbitration coming up this offseason, the bumps in pay for those players won't diminish the Dodgers' spending in free agency. This year's free agent pool is filled with players that can help push the Dodgers past the finish line, including probably the hottest free agent right now, Gerrit Cole. Cole has been on a historic run this season, driving up his free agency price tag in the process. While Cole has been described as a West Coast guy in free agency, the Dodgers already have one of the best rotations in baseball. However, Ryu and Rich Hill are both free agents this year, leaving the table open for Cole. Adding Cole to the rotation mix with Buehler and May would result in one of the youngest Dodgers rotations in recent memory. But what about the other big free agent? Enter MVP candidate Anthony Rendon. Rendon has been consistently good for the past 4 seasons, and the Dodgers have been linked to him since the start of this year. We do know of the Dodgers' unwillingness to sign players to long-term contracts, but if Rendon is willing to accept a short-term deal with record-breaking AAV, he could very well end up in LA. Yes, this move would likely mean Turner would move to first, Muncy would shift over to second, which leaves Gavin Lux. But with the Dodgers' strong core of position players, they could be willing to trade some of them to address their other needs. Bullpen help can be added on through signings or trades. Will Smith, Dellin Betances, and Will Harris are all free agents this year, and Aroldis Chapman has the ability to opt out of his contract if he chooses. This offseason is one of the most vital for the Dodgers in their franchise history. As the World Series drought continues to expand in LA, so does the pressure for ownership to spend money to get the Dodgers over the hump. The only question is, will this be the offseason they finally do it? But let me know what you guys think. Who should be the biggest free agent target for the Dodgers this offseason and why? And thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And if any of you guys missed the A-Rod video that was released last Sunday, be sure to check that one out. And once again, I'd like to thank The Athletic for sponsoring this video. Some of the best writers like Stark and Rosenthal, it's ad-free, and there's some really in-depth storytelling. And make sure you guys check out the link in the description to start a 30-day free trial and get 50% off an annual subscription. But thanks again, and I will see you all in the next video.
Bring me back the pain, bring me back the late nights. Everything will change, turning into a paradise. Girl, I want your love, didn't reciprocate. Take everything we've done, don't wanna let it go to waste. Bring me back the pain, bring me back the late nights. Everything will change.